All right, here's what we have here. We got our fireboard, and we got a damage-free hanging key rail, and we got some Loctite gel control glue. There. Put that there. Put that glue there. Took one of those hooks off of this keychain holder and made that to control these cables for my fireboard. So basically, the temps, trying to get those even right here. We have 225, then we have 250, 250, 225, and that was at 200. So as you guys see, this is pretty even. We got pretty much between 250 and 225 here. 250, 250, 225. So this is like my cooler zone here, 225. We got 250 up top, 250 right here. We got 225 up top right here, and then we got 200 down here. So they're pretty even. And I also want to discuss something else with you guys. I don't know if it was just me, but I had such a horrible time with these here probes. You know, I got my probes here, and we're gonna discuss this really quick. With the probes, I always had a problem with trying to find out which probe went to what. So basically, I have my red and my blue. That one's a black because there's no probe. And then that's my yellow. That's my green. Pretty much. So I was always having the hardest time trying to figure out which one went to what. I had to keep toggling back and forth, trying to find out which probe end went to whichever one. Finally found some color codes. So I got the color code coded probes for my firebox, and I'll bring the firebox out later. But right now, just discussing with you really quick before I go ahead and throw this meat on. But and when I got those probes, I also had another problem. Before I had to create this right here, this hook, because this would just lay along here, because this is where my probes come out of the grill, and they would lay along here. And whenever I opened my grill, they would do just like that. And when I closed them, they want to close right up in there and pinch them like that there. So what I had to do is, I bought this from Home Depot. It was actually one of those key ring holders, and it was attached to a wooden board, 3 of them. I just took one of them out, scraped the back end of it because it had some pegs on the back, scraped it on the ground till it flattened, and I got some high temp glue here, and I put that there. And I don't have that problem anymore. I mean, that used to drive me crazy, trying to get this closed with one hand full of, let's say rubbed meat in the other hand, and then my probe cables getting smashed in between here. This is heavy, very heavy. I have a counterweight right here. You know, this counterweight right here, but this thing is still heavy, very heavy. Solid steel, it's a 1/4 inch metal. So when it goes, I can see it damaging those if, you know, you weren't careful. So I had to go ahead and do that. And I found some color codes as well. I found that from the Firebox company. I got my Firebox when I ordered my grill through Star Grillz, but I didn't see the color coded things, and those are a lifesaver. I mean, those things, no more toggling, pulling back and forth, trying to find out what's in what, and it made it very easy for me. So I am so glad that I got those color codes. So if you guys need those, go to where the fireboard, the people that own Fireboard, can't remember the name right off, but if you type in Fireboard, that company will pop up. It's called Thermalworks. That's what it's called, Thermalworks. Cool company. They shipped out the color codes in a timely manner. Basically, it's just a rubber band. It feels like a little tight rubber band. And basically you just roll them on there. I rolled them on from this side here because the opposite side, it wasn't big enough. The hole wasn't big enough to fit over it, so I had to run the first red one over this, then down the cable. First red one over this, down the cable, and ran it all the way up to here, and then here's the other end, red, and then it rolls all the way up to that. So that's what I had to do to get those on. Very simple, didn't take much time at all. And then let's see, I close that. And also, if you want to try the same thing, the same hack, you want to make sure you don't get a hook that's too big, because if it is, it won't, you won't be able to clear. See, you got to clear that hood. It needs to be able to close and open right here. So that hook, the one that I found there, worked perfectly. I got it from Home Depot. It's really easy to find. Just go where the keychain holders are, and you'll see quite a few of them. I picked that one. It was in a whiteboard, and it was like 1, 2, 3 of them, or probably 4 of them. And I just took one off, stripped it up. So I figured, I was wondering if it would melt and mess up my grill and yada yada yada. It didn't melt, it's sticking there very well with the glue. I just got some regular high temp glue, not no super duper high temp glue, just some regular, you know, high temp glue. It didn't even probably even matter. You could have got some Gorilla Glue or whatever, but that worked out. It's not melting, it's fine. Even though this is not metal, I thought it was, but it's a hard plastic, but it worked out perfectly. So man, I really talked a lot more about that than I planned on, but that's just one thing I wanted to show you guys just as a hack. And you know, and those things work excellently. So I'll go back to getting this meat on the grill, and talk to you guys later. Okay guys, I'm not gonna leave you like that. What I almost did is assume that everybody knew what a fireboard was. So this is basically the fireboard. So feel that, you know, there's a lot of probably beginners in here watching, and it was kind of, I was being rude assuming that everybody knew what a fireboard was. So basically that's my ambient temperature, and right now at ambient we got 190 because I just opened this up and let all my heat out. And then basically I got them pretty much, I think I had my red, yeah, so I got right there number 2 red. That's my flat, because I usually have my, then I have my blue. I usually have that labeled as my point right there, number 3 blue point right there. And then my number 4 looks like is my green. So I got my green and number 4, and I got my yellow 5, and the black one. They only give you you only get the red, green, yellow, and blue, because the other one is just basically going to be for your ambient temperature. So basically, you guys see those temps. I got the red and the blue up top, so that's 225, 231. The bottom, I got 210, 215, 231. And one of them, I know that 231 one is probably right here, because that's my hot zone, pretty much the hot zone. This side close to the cabinet. So that's pretty much it, you guys, about the fireboard and this little thingamajig and working with my probes. Yep, so, and how they're on there. So all right, so we're gonna get back to cooking. All right. Oh yeah, and I just pushed that away myself. Oh, it actually wasn't in the way, but still. Back to cooking. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. God bless.